All that stands between 4 players and a £10,000 fortune is one remarkable machine. Can brain cells overcome nuts and bolts? Let's find out. It's on Tipping Point. Hello and welcome to Tipping Point. Let's meet the 4 players hoping to win thousands today.
I'm Simon, I'm an actor from London.
I'm Karen, I'm an eye specialist from Liverpool.
I'm Tim, a boat canopy maker from Staffordshire.
I'm Paula, I'm a teaching assistant from Lancashire.
Good luck to all of you. Let's play Tipping Points. In round 1, you each start with 3 counters. Questions are on the buzzer. If you buzz in and give me a correct answer, you have a choice to make. You can either choose to play one of your counters into our machine, or if you think she's not quite ready to pay out yet, you can get one of your opponents to play one of theirs instead. Every counter that goes across Tipping Point is worth £50 to your score. The player with the lowest score at the end of this round will be eliminated from the game with absolutely nothing. I'm sure you've noticed we have 3 counters in the machine, look a little different to the rest. They're still worth £50 each, but they also come with a bonus mystery prize that'll be yours to take home whatever happens today if you can get them into the win zone, so keep your eyes on the mystery counters. OK, hands on your buzzers, here comes your first question. Which member of the royal family was seen to be skydiving with James Bond during the 2012, Paula?
The Queen.
Olympic opening ceremony. Of course it was, Paula. Well done. So you got the first question right, so you get the first choice. Do you want to play or pass?
I'll pass it, please.
To Tim, Karen or Simon?
To Karen, please.
Right, Karen. You get the honour.
I think I'll go for drop zone 4, please.
OK, let's load up drop zone 4.
Oh!
Quick drop.
That was quick.
It was very quick. Can you get those 3 over,
Oh,
maybe?
come on.
Yeah.
Oh!
Hey.
And what about the tipping
Come
point?
on, over you go. Oh!
Didn't want to give them up, not just yet, Karen. They're going to stay where they are. So well done, Paula. That was a very cunning pass. Karen's used one of her counters, nothing in the bank. Here comes your next question for everybody. In the human body, which type of blood cells lack haemoglobin but produce, Tim?
White blood cells.
Antibodies to combat infection. It is the white blood cells. Well done, Tim. Would you like to play, Tim, or would you like to pass?
I'd like to pass to Simon, please.
Right, Simon. There's lots of generosity of passing of counters going on.
Here it goes.
We need to take advantage. Where are you going to play, Simon?
Drop zone 4, please, Ben.
Let's load up drop zone 4, please. Is that mystery counter going to drop for you?
We shall see.
Oh!
No, it's not.
No.
It's going to stay where it is. So, Tim, another very cunning pass. Next question. The writer, George Orwell, famously fought in which civil war? Tim?
The Spanish Civil War.
It was the Spanish Civil War, Tim. You're absolutely right. Well done. So, Tim, it's your choice. Would you like to play or would you like to pass?
I will pass, please.
Pass again. Who
To
to
Paula.
now? Paula.
Thank you.
You
OK.
get dealt the counter now. So where are you going to play?
I'm going to go for drop zone 4, please.
Let's load it up, please. Third one in. Still nothing out. Is she ready now for you, Paula?
Hope so.
Let's find out. Could be good. Could be very good.
Oh.
Now then.
Good.
Yeah.
What about the tipping point? Yeah. Well done. 5 across the tipping point, Paula. £250 that we take from the machine and put into your bank. You're off the mark and way out in the lead with £250.
Great.
Tim, maybe should have held on to that one.
Maybe so.
Next question for everybody. What does a sundial tell you? Tim.
The time.
It does, Tim. You're absolutely right. Would you like to play, Tim, or would you like to pass?
I'm going to play.
Where are you going to play, Tim?
I'm going to play drop zone 3, please.
Let's light up drop zone 3. Is she ready to pay out? Got a couple over that top shelf. Anything going to come from the tipping point? Oh, no, Tim. Bided your time, and it hasn't paid off, I'm afraid. So, Simon, Karen and Tim, You have 2 counters left each, but nothing in the bank. Paula, you've got 2 counters as well. You've got £250, though. Next question. What is the 8-letter name of the Christian festival that takes place 12 days after Christmas? Tim?
Epiphany.
It is Epiphany, Tim. You had one, didn't you? Just the
I
right
did,
point.
yes.
So, would you like to play or pass again, Tim?
I'm going to pass to Karen, please.
Right, Karen.
Thanks, Tim.
Forcing your hand.
It's lovely.
Can you take advantage?
I'm going to go for drop zone 3, please.
Let's light it up. So, Karen, got 2 counters left. Let's see if we can get something out.
Come on.
Is that where you wanted it?
No, I want it a little bit further over to the right, I think.
Sure.
Oh, no, I'm not sure. I might have changed my mind. That might be okay.
Can we get something
Oh!
there? Oh, Karen.
Oh,
You were right to pass that one again, Tim. Karen, I'm afraid that's another counter into the machine.
Going
You've been
well.
passed one by Paula, you've been passed one by Tim. You've only got 1 left now, and you've got nothing in the bank, so use it very wisely. Next question. What colour is the bird on the Liberal Democrats logo? Paula.
Yellow.
It is yellow. Well done, Paula. So, would you like to play or pass?
I'm going to play, and
Right.
I'm going to go for drop zone 3,
Let's
please.
light it up, please. In we go. Similar side. Gonna get something over. Will that be enough? No, it won't. Oh, how frustrating. So, Paula, you're now down to 1 counter. You've got £250. Next question. Which autonomous region of China, often called the roof of the world, is situated on a plateau in the Himalayas? Paula.
Machu Picchu.
That's in Peru, Paula.
Oh.
It's Tibet. So, Paula, you went for it. I'm afraid you're wrong, so we have to steal that counter from you that you've got left. And that goes into the penalty pot. You'll all be playing for that at the end of the round. Paula, that means for the time being, you've used up 3 of your counters. Oh, that's a shame. We've had an ambient drop.
There we go.
That's going to have an effect, I think. It's going to be a dramatic change of plan for everybody. They will be voided from the machine, I'm afraid. So, Paula, you've used up all 3 of your counters, so for the time being, you're out of the round. Next question. Brock is an Old English, Tim,
Badger.
name for which British mammal? It is a badger, Tim. Well done. So,
I'm going to play.
OK, where are you going to play, Tim?
I'm going to play drop zone 2, please.
OK, let's start up drop zone 2, please. First time today. Is that where we all wanted it, Tim?
I think so.
Let's get something over.
Or perhaps not.
Oh, Tim. Nothing from that one. You are now down to your last counter, as is Karen. You've got nothing in the bank. Simon, you've still got 2 left. Next question. According to the phrase used to describe the unlikeliness of an event, which animals might fly? Karen?
pigs.
You're absolutely right. Karen, you've got a counter to put in the machine if you want to, or you could pass to Tim, make him use his last one, or get Simon to use one of his.
I do want to. I'd like to go for drop zone 2, please.
Right then, let's load up drop zone 2.
Oh!
Could be okay if it goes flat.
Oh,
Come on now,
no.
Karen, we need this to be flat.
Oh,
Karen! Oh, they could be yours if anything falls in front of drop zone 4. Oh, and you got some over. This
I got
might
some
not be
over.
as bad as
It
we
might
thought.
not be that bad. Come on. Come on. Oh! I can't believe nothing's coming over.
I think it really...
It's just
You've got a load
teasing me.
over the top shelf from 2 drop zones, but nothing across the tipping point, Karen. You went for it, but I'm afraid it didn't pay off.
no.
So, you now, like Paula, have used up your last counter. So for the time being, like Paula, you are out of the round. There is 1 counter, of course, to play for in the penalty pot. Simon, Tim, just the 2 of you left in. Neither of you got any money just yet. Hopefully, we can try and amend that now. Next question. Which TV presenter and radio DJ gave birth to her first child? Simon.
Fern Cotton.
A son called Rex Rainwood in February 2013. You're absolutely right.
Oh.
It was our Fernie Fern. Can you take advantage of Karen's hard work? Do you want to play or pass?
I will play a counter, please.
Right, where are you going to go?
Drop zone 2.
Light it up, please. It's down. Can you get something across that top shelf? Come on now. No way. Oh, Simon. Oh, not this time. So, Simon, you and Tim, only 2 left in. You've both got 1 counter left. Still haven't got you any money. Next question for you 2 guys. In musical terms, what does the abbreviation R&B stand for? Tim.
Rhythm and blues.
It is rhythm and blues. You're absolutely right, Tim. Well done. Just you and Simon left in. You could get Simon to play his last counter, or you could play yours. We need some money desperately.
I'm going to ask Simon to play.
Right, Simon. Yeah.
OK.
So this could be your last chance to get some money, Simon. Where do you think you're going to get it?
Drop zone 2, please, Ben.
OK, Simon, this is it. Let's light it up. Good luck, Simon. Now,
Hopefully, it might go in between the 2.
it might get something. Yeah, OK. Now then.
Oh, no!
I tell you what, Simon, that could be a crucial £50 across the tipping point, though. At this point, anything is better than nothing. So we
Yeah.
take it, we put it into your bank. You've used up all 3 of your counters, like Karen and Paula. So, Tim, we come to you. Just you left in. You need to give me the correct answer to this question to put it into the machine. You don't need to use your buzzer, but you do need to do it in the time allotted. So if you're not sure, just have a guess.
OK?
Tim, here comes your question. What nationality was Formula 1 world champion Ayrton Senna?
It's Brazilian.
He was Brazilian. You're right, Tim. Where are you going to go?
Drop zone 2, please.
Let's light up drop zone 2. Can you get them across that top shelf, Tim? When you're ready, get it in there. Now, anything that falls now will be yours. So that is flat. Those black counters may just sit on top.
Didn't want that.
No, nothing for those now. You've got to hope something falls. But it hasn't, Tim. Goodness me, she
Wow.
can be a cruel and peculiar machine at times. So, Tim, you've now used up all 3 of your counters. You haven't got yourself any money. So, as things stand, Paula has £250. Simon has £50. Karen and Tim didn't manage to get anything across the tipping point. There is 1 counter in the penalty pot, so it's not over yet. This counter is up for grabs on the ask of a single question. If you buzz in and give me a correct answer, you put the counter into the machine. If you buzz in and give me the wrong answer, you will be frozen out. OK, everybody ready? Hands on your buzzers. Here comes your penalty pot question. Score is a slang term for what sum of money, Simon?
£20.
It is £20, Simon. Well done. So, Karen and Tim, this means we'll have sudden death between the 2 of you to see who goes through to the next round. Simon, another chance. 1 last counter. Where are you going to go?
Drop zone 2.
Light it up, please. Hey. Get down. Is that going to be in the right place? I'm not sure. No! Just split them.
It's OK, I'm getting them ready for someone else.
So, Karen and Tim, 1 last question. Sudden death. If you buzz in and give me the correct answer, you're going through to the next round. If you buzz in and give me the wrong answer, your opponent will go through to the next round. Here comes your sudden death question. How many D's are there in the word doddery? Tim.
3.
There is 3, Tim. Well done. You're a bit doddery then, Karen.
I was.
So we come to the end of the round. Paula has £250. Simon has £50. Tim, he answered lots of questions, didn't get anything out of the machine, but he did get the sudden death question, so he goes through as well, which means, I'm afraid, Karen, we have found your tipping point. Thank you for playing.
That's OK, thank you.
Simon, Tim and Paula are safely through to round 2. In this round, they'll each have 30 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. Each correct answer gets them another counter to play into the machine, and as before, any counters that come out are worth £50 to their score. The player with the lowest score at the end of this round will be eliminated from the game with absolutely nothing. Paula, you have the lead, so it is your choice. Would you like to play first, or would you like one of the boys to go instead?
I'm going to let one of the boys go.
OK.
And I'm going to pass to Tim.
Tim.
Very much.
Right then, you've been answering lots of questions up to now, Tim. Now's when you need to answer as many as possible, because everyone you get right is another counter to put into the machine.
OK.
If you don't know the answer, just say pass, and I'll move on as quickly as possible. You ready?
OK, yeah.
30 seconds on the clock, please. Tim, your time starts now. Which German city was divided into 4 sectors at the end of the
Berlin.
world? Correct. In the series Star Trek, what planet does Mr. Spock come from?
Pass.
Vulcan. Formula 1 driver Mark Webber joined which team in 2007?
Red Bull.
Correct. What liquid cosmetic preparation is used to darken, lengthen and thicken the eyelashes?
Mascara.
Correct. What name is given to the scientific theory that different species have developed over time from simple life forms?
Evolution.
Correct. In the novel, what was the name of the character who accepted the challenge to go around the world in 80 days?
Phileas Fogg.
It was Phileas Fogg. Just out of time with that one. You got 4 counters, Tim, 4 correct answers.
Okay.
So, where do you want to go?
I think I will stick with drop zone 2, please.
Let's light up drop zone 2. We need it on the right-hand side, don't we?
Yep.
You've got 4 to put in. There's a lot on that tipping point. Might get that black counter over. Go on. Oh, no. Just being pinned, isn't it? Oh, he's down. It is flat. You got it. Now then, can we get something across here? It would be a great start, Tim. Yes! OK, that's 2. That's how keen they are to get out of the machine today. 2, including the one on the floor, so we're up to £100. Still got 3 more to put in, Tim.
And I'll stick with drop zone 2, please.
Light up drop zone 2. When you're ready, Tim, let's get your second one in. That could be good. Split them. Let's just split them. OK, nothing with that one. 2 more to go, Tim.
And drop zone 2 again, please.
Fire up. There he goes, down and out. Yeah, now will this be the one? Yes, well done. Another 6 across the tipping point, Tim. So another £300. We're up to £400. You've got 1 more counter to put in.
And I'm going to switch to drop zone 1, please.
Let's light up drop zone 1 for the first time today. It's out. Can you get something across that top shelf? Not with that one, no, Tim. So nothing with your last counter, but you have managed to get £400. So very well done. We take that from the machine and put it into your bank. That puts you out in the lead, Tim. Well done.
Thank you.
So, Paula, we come to you. 30 seconds to answer as many questions as you can correctly. The time starts now. What colour is the maple leaf on the national flag of Canada?
Green.
It's red. Playing the lead role, who appears as a fictionalised version of himself in the TV sitcom Life's Too Short?
Pass.
Warwick Davis. The Gold Cup horse race at Royal Ascot traditionally takes place on what day of the week?
Friday.
Thursday. Next to Me and Clown are both 2012 singles released by which female artist?
Reese Rora.
Emily Sandé. According to St Mark's Gospel, Jesus fed how many people with 5 loaves?
5,000.
Correct. In DIY, what word is usually used to describe a screw that has a cross rather than a slot on its head? Phillips. You've got 1 right.
Okay.
So we've got 1 counter to try and get some money and
OK.
distance yourself from Simon.
Right, I'm going to go for drop zone 1, please.
OK, let's load up drop zone 1 for Paula. Let's see if we can get something across that top shelf, Paula.
I'll try.
Go. Oh, it's falling in front of drop zone 2. That's nice and flat. Are they going to ride? Nothing for those, unfortunately. Oh, I just filled the hole, Paula. So I'm afraid, Paula, nothing for your turn. So it comes down to this, Simon. You are the last person to go. 30 seconds to answer as many questions as you can correctly. Each one you get right is another counter to put into the machine. You ready?
Be nice to me.
I'll do my best. 30 seconds on the clock, please. Simon, your time starts now. The city of Sunderland lies at the mouth of which river?
Tyne.
The Wear. Where on the body would you usually wear a tam o' shanter?
Head.
Correct. Which rugby union team is based at the Twickenham Stoop Stadium?
Wasps.
Harlequins. In a game of bingo, which number is represented by the phrase key of the door?
4.
21.
Ooh.
Bottlenose, spinner and dusky are types of which family of marine mammal?
Dolphin.
Correct. What kind of vehicle was the famous Flying Dutchman?
Plane.
It's a ship.
Oh!
It was a ship. 2 counters, Simon, so 2 chances. If you can get 4 counters out, you'll draw level with Paula.
All right.
Where are you going to get them?
Drop zone 1, please, Ben.
Let's load it up. Over towards the walls where we need it. Edge of the machine, Simon. Good luck, my friend.
Thank you.
Could be okay. Could be. Don't split them. Yeah, we've got some over. Now then. 4 draws you level. There's 1.
My life.
Tipping point is stacked. You've got 1 across there. So we're up to £50 in the bank.
Okay.
3 more will see you into a sudden death with Paula.
It's all or nothing.
Where are you going to go?
Drop zone 1, please.
Light it up. Good luck, Simon. Get down. That should settle nicely. Can you get that black counter over? Yeah. Will this be enough? 3. Yes, you did it in the end.
Finally.
Oh, a grimace from Paula, which says it all. Simon, another 9 counters across the tipping point, which means you end up with £500. But nestled amongst all of those counters is one of our mystery prizes. Would you like to know what you've won?
I would, thanks.
It's a hot air balloon experience for 2, courtesy of Virgin Balloon Flights.
Good stuff.
Well done, Simon. That's beside the point, isn't it, though? Because, to be honest, getting that £500 out of the machine is hugely important, because when we put it into your bank, you finish up with £550, which puts you in the lead. So we come to the end of the round. Simon has £550. Tim has £400. Paula, you went into the round in the lead. Unfortunately, you couldn't get any more money, so with £250, we have found your tipping point. Thank you for playing.
Thank you.
Simon and Tim are our last players standing. Well done, gents. It's time to find out which of you will be taking on the machine for her £10,000 jackpot. In this round, you're each going to be asked 3 questions alternately. On your question, you can choose to answer, or you can pass it to your opponent. Give me a correct answer, you'll put the counter into the machine. Give me a wrong answer, your opponent will put that counter into the machine. Whoever has the most money at the end of this round will be today's winner, and will be going forward to play for our £10,000 jackpot. Simon, it was your go at the end of the last round which saw you into the lead, so it's your choice. Would you like to play first, or would you like Tim to have the first question?
I will pass.
You're going to pass. So, Tim, here comes your first question. In darts, how many points would a player score if all 3 darts landed in the green outer bullseye? You can pass it, Tim.
Well, I used to play darts, so I'm going to answer the question,
OK.
And the answer is 75.
75. What would you have said, Simon?
I would have said 75 as I thought about the question. I was going to say 25, but that's because I didn't listen to the question properly.
You had a bit more time to listen to the question. Tim's going with 75. Let's find out if that's right. Is the answer 75? It is. Well done, Tim. Right then, where are you going to go?
Well, I'm going to play drop zone 1.
OK, let's load it up. Seems to have the best top shelf, doesn't it? Now then, will this work? Oh, it's close. It is close, but it's staying there. So, Simon, it seems like it could pay off, certainly if you can answer this question.
Get the question right, yeah.
Maximilien Robespierre was a key figure in which country's 18th century revolution? You can pass.
Right, well, based on the name, I think I'm going to play.
OK.
It's going to be a complete guess.
But you think Tim knows
I
that?
think either Tim knows it or he will guess the same country. Italy.
You're going with Italy. Tim, would you have guessed Italy?
No, I would have said France.
You would have said France.
Oh, Pierre, of course. No.
Let's find out, Simon. Is the answer Italy? It's not. It is France. You're absolutely right, Tim. Maximilien Robespierre.
Yeah, that was a clue, really.
Very Italian-sounding name.
Yeah.
So, Tim, you can take advantage here now.
Well, I'm going to stick with drop zone 1 then, please.
Let's load it up. In we go. A nice controlled drop. Little bit of a ghost drop. Will that silver counter go for you? Yeah.
There it is.
What have we got on the tipping point? Oh, very nice. 5 across the tipping point, Tim. Just what you needed. £250 that we take from the machine, put into your bank. And that puts you into the lead by £100. You now have £650. Simon, you've got £550.
Okay.
Tim, it's also your second question. Your
Okay.
chance to put your third counter in if you give me the correct answer. Eames, Barcelona and egg are all iconic designs of which type of furniture? You can pass it, Tim.
Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pass it to you.
So, Simon,
Well, I think it's like a chair.
you going with chair? Tim, does that ring any bells?
Not a clue.
Not a clue. So, Simon, can you rescue a counter back here? This would be a great steal if you're right.
Probably not.
Is the answer chair? Yes, it is. Well done.
There you go.
Eames chair, Barcelona chair, or the egg chair. So, we need 2 to draw level with Tim.
I'm going to go for drop zone 1, please.
Yep, OK, let's load it up. Still the only one with a decent top shelf, really, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's it.
And that's what's key. So, Simon, let's get it in when you're ready. Can you get something out? Oh, could have done with it going a bit further over, couldn't we?
Good, yeah.
Is that silver counter going to go for you? Yep. Now then.
Oh, in the hole.
Bit of
It's
a
not
gap
gonna do
there.
anything, is it?
No.
No.
Not to worry, though,
all right.
because that was a steal from
Yeah.
Tim. So we come to you for your second question.
Okay.
Which American inventor held a record-breaking 1,093 patents and is often credited with inventing the light bulb?
Thomas Edison.
Straight in, Thomas Edison. Tim,
Yep.
you would have said the same thing?
Yep.
Let's find out. Is the answer Thomas Edison? Yes. Well done, Simon. Good knowledge. So, where are you going to go?
Drop zone 1, please.
OK, let's load it up. Now then. Will that split them? Can you get enough purchase on that black counter? Go on. Oh,
It's gonna go now.
You're kidding. It's going to go at the end. Oh, it's riding. It is riding. I'm not sure you can get a nudge maybe on that silver counter front edge. You've just stacked the tipping point a little bit more, Simon. So, Tim, we come to you for your third and final question. Tim, in the nursery rhyme, Ride a cock horse to Banbury Cross, the fine lady had rings on her fingers and what on her toes?
Ooh, I remember some nursery rhymes. I think that's bells on a toe.
OK, if it's bells, you get the next counter. Is bells the right answer? Yes, it is. Well done, Tim. Now then, this could be your last chance, Tim, to get some money. You're £100 ahead.
And I'm going to play drop zone 1, please.
Let's load it up. Good luck, Tim. See if we can get something out of the machine. It's a quick drop. What do you think, Simon?
Yeah, they're going to go, and so are the 2 on the left. I think you're going to get
Stay
100.
together.
Oh, no.
3 across the tipping point. Another £150. So you take that 150, put it into your bank. Tim, you end up with £800. Simon, you've got £550. Here comes your third and final question. The holder of which position in the Anglican Church traditionally carries out the coronation of a British monarch? You can pass.
I'm going to play,
OK.
and I'm going to say the Archbishop of Canterbury.
Tim, get a nod.
That's what I would have said.
He would have said the same thing. Let's find out if you're right, Simon. Is the answer the Archbishop of Canterbury? It is, of course, the Archbishop of Canterbury.
Now what do I do?
This is the biggest of deals now,
Massive
Simon,
deal.
because if you can get 5 counters out, you'll draw level 6. We'll see you through. Where do you want to go?
Drop zone 2, please.
Slide up, drop zone 2. Good luck, Simon.
Thank you.
You need 5 counters to draw level. Just about there, could be okay. If you can get enough of a movement. No! Just a
Knew it.
touch too far over, maybe half an inch
Yeah.
in it. But that's not going to move, I'm afraid, Simon. So, It was a very close round, but at the end of it, Tim has £800. Simon, with £550, we have found your tipping point. At least you got your hot air balloon flight.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for playing, Simon.
Thank you.
So congratulations, Tim. You are today's winner. Well done to you. In a few moments, I'm going to ask you to put this jackpot counter into our machine. In this case, Tim, bigger is most definitely better, because if you can get it out again, you'll be leaving with £10,000. Tim has made it through to our final. He's currently got £800 in the bank. Tim, very well done.
Thank you.
Here we are right now facing the machine for £10,000. Tim, I understand you've got a bit of an unusual hobby.
I have, yes. I like to take photographs of snakes.
Snakes?
Yeah, I like to photograph them, yeah.
You like photographing snakes?
Yeah, particularly the venomous ones. They don't half get your adrenaline going.
Really?
It's very exciting.
Have you ever been sort of bitten or got close to being bitten?
No, I don't get close enough.
Goodness me. So that's something that maybe we could indulge if you win £10,000.
I'm sure, yeah.
What would you like to do with the money?
My wife's got a very good camera. I might buy myself one as well.
Great stuff. Right, so look, the interesting thing for us now, Tim, is how do we get you £10,000? In a few moments, I'm going to ask you to put our jackpot counter into the machine. If you can get it out again, you'll be leaving with £10,000. It is as simple as that. Here's how you're going to do it. I'm going to show you 6 question categories. Right. For each category, you can choose to play 1, 2 or 3 counters into the machine. The more counters you play for, the harder the question's going to be. But of course, the more counters you win, the easier it should be to get that jackpot counter across the tipping point and into the win zone. If you don't manage to do that, Tim, you'll still get £50 for every counter that drops for you during this end game. But it would be lovely to take home all £10,000, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
So, where do you want to put the jackpot counter?
Well, I think the safest zone is probably drop zone 1.
Sticking with drop zone 1?
I think so.
OK, let's load up drop zone 1, please. This one does fall quickly. Where's it going to go? It's nice and flat, which is good. That's what we want. That's a nice start. 5 counters across the tipping point. £250, which we add into what we have already. So we're over £1,000, £1,050. Jackpot counter, nice and clean and flat, importantly, in drop zone 1. Do you want to look at your endgame subjects?
Yes, please.
Here they are. Cartoons, US history, music, technology, fashion, and Greek mythology. So look, we can take them in any order we want. So where would you like to start?
I'd like to start with technology for 3, please.
Right. Technology question for 3 counters, please. In the name of the synthetic material known as PVC, what does the letter P stand for? Plastic, poly, or pyrolysed?
Well, PVC is polyvinyl chloride, so I would say poly.
Do you want me to light that one up?
Yes, please.
Let's light poly, please. It's a great start if that's right. Tim, 3 counters off the bat. Is the answer poly? It is polyvinyl chloride indeed. So, great start. 3 counters.
OK.
Drop zone 1?
Drop zone 1, please.
Let's have it. Ooh. Moved around like that one, didn't it?
It did rather.
Nothing from that one. OK, 2 to go.
And drop zone 1, please.
Light it up. Thought it was going to just drop to the right of that last stud. 3 more over. Some money here. Yes! Very nice. That's a lovely drop, Tim. 13 counters. Which means you've got yourself £650. So the money goes shooting up, £1,700. That's a lot healthier, isn't it? And you've got 1 more to go.
Well, I'll stick with drop zone 1.
Let's do it, please. Light it up. So we've had 2 to the left. What about 1 to the right, machine? There you go. Ooh. Go on, go on. Just keep it edging.
It's a start.
It is a great start. That's what we needed. We needed to get it moving, which we've done. So £1,700, jackpot counter, just edging towards the edge of that top shelf. So far, so good. Back to the categories. Cartoons, US history, music, fashion, and Greek mythology.
I shall try music for 3, please.
We'll have a music question for 3 counters, please. Released in 2005, Employment was which indie band's debut album? Kaiser Chiefs, The Kooks, or Kasabian? You an indie fan?
I might be, I don't know what it is. So I've got to take a guess at this one. I don't think it's Kasabian, because I think they've been around longer than 2005.
OK.
So I'm going to say the Cooks.
Kooks.
Yep, the Cooks.
Let's take the Kooks, please. Right. So the only one you thought it wasn't was Kasabian, so it was between the Kaiser Chiefs or the Kooks.
Right.
We've gone with the Kooks. Is that the right answer? It was the Kaiser Chiefs.
Oh.
The Kooks' debut album was Inside In, Inside Out in 2006, so it was about the right time.
Right.
You weren't far off. Just got the wrong band, unfortunately. Let's go back to the categories. So, we're left with cartoons, US history, fashion and Greek mythology.
OK, we'll try cartoons for 3, please.
We'll have a cartoons question for 3 counters, please. Actress Mila Kunis provides the voice of which character in the television show Family Guy? Meg, Lois or Stewie? You watch Family Guy?
I've seen it.
OK.
I'm trying to think which character Stewie is. Again, I'm afraid this is going to be a guess. So I'm going to say Meg.
Do you want me to like Meg?
Yes, please.
Let's take Meg. Mila Kunis provides the voice for Meg. We've got 3 very, very handy counters. Is the answer Meg? It is!
Oh.
Well done, well done. Right, here we go. 3
Okay.
counters.
And we'll stay with Drop Zone 1, please.
Light it up. Oh, come on. Not even a bit of lateral there. Maybe get a few of those over. Nope. OK, not this time.
And Drop Zone 1, please.
Light it up. We've not had one really on the heavy right side, have we? That's
No.
what we want. Just a nice quick drop down. Whoa! Seemed to spin. Another 2. It's another £100, so £1,800 in the bank. And you've got 1 more to go here, Tim.
And Drop Zone 1, please.
Light it up. They're flying down and all going over there. All over to the wall and not near where we need them, unfortunately. So, 3 categories down, 3 to go. US history, fashion and Greek mythology.
US history for 3, please.
We'd like a US history question for 3 counters, please. In which decade of the 19th century did the American Civil War take place? 1850s, 1860s or 1870s?
I think I'm going to say the 1870s.
What makes you say that?
I think the 50s is too early, and I think the 60s is too early.
Let's take the 1870s then. So, we need this to be right because we need to get that jackpot counter moving. Did the American Civil War take place during the 1870s? It's the 1860s. Right. 1861 to 1865. So, that's another category down. 2 left. We're saving your best, fashion
No.
or Greek mythology. Which one do you want to go for?
I'm going to try fashion for 2.
Right. We're going to hedge our bets slightly. We're going to go fashion for 2 counters, please. Who designed the Team GB kit for the London 2012 Olympics? Stella McCartney, Paul Smith or Vivienne Westwood?
Well, I don't think it would be Vivienne Westwood. So between Stella McCartney and Paul Smith. I'm going to say Stella McCartney.
We'll take Stella McCartney, please. Oh, there you go. That's that black counter in front of drop zone 1, just fallen. We could get something. It's all yours, doesn't matter when it goes. Another 2. So we're up to £1,900 in the bank. Who designed the Team GB kit for the London 2012 Olympics? So you're saying Stella McCartney?
Yes, please.
We think it's Stella McCartney? Yes, it was.
Oh, great.
Well done.
Thank you.
Great knowledge. So, 2 counters.
And Drop Zone 1, please.
Let's not give up. Drop zone 1, please. Oh, come on. You've had no joy, Tim. 1 over. Can we get some money here?
Ooh.
Another 4, OK, so that's another £200. So the money trickles up nicely. We're over 2,000 now, £2,100. We've got one more counter. Drop zone 1.
Drop zone 1, please.
Load it up. Bag it down. It's just going to edge it further over, isn't it? Ah! Right between the two drop zones. OK, so we've got £2,100 in the bank. The jackpot counter's finally looking over that top shelf. We've got one category left, which is Greek mythology.
OK, and I shall try for 2, please.
We'll have a Greek mythology question for 2 counters, please. In Greek mythology, the Sphinx is a monster usually described as having the head of a woman and the body of which animal? Elephant, lion, or snake? You love your snakes.
Yeah, I love my snakes, but it's not that. I've been to Egypt, and I Sphinx it's a lion.
You should get a bonus counter just for that
Oh,
gag.
thank you very much.
Should we take lion?
Yes, please.
Light it up, please. Tim, Sphinx, it's a lion, is it? Yes, it is. Well done, Tim. So, 2 final counters to put into the machine.
And drop zone 1, please.
Light it up. Lovely to get it over. Oh, just going the wrong side of that stud. Not this time. So 1 more to go.
OK, drop zone 1, please.
Light up. Still not. You might get a bit of lateral to get it over. There you go, it's gone. Flip over. Can we get some more money? 5 across the tipping point, Tim, which is £250, so we're up to £2,350. We have got the jackpot counter onto the bottom shelf. You've worked very hard to get it there, but we're out of categories and we're out of questions.
Yep.
It's not all over yet, though. I'm going to offer you one last chance to leave with £10,000. As things stand, you've got that £2,350. You can walk away with that money right now, or you can trade it for 3 last counters, 3 last chances to try and shift that jackpot counter into the win zone. If you take the trade, nothing else in the machine will have any value, so you'll leave with £10,000 or nothing at all. I think I know what you're going to say, considering how it's gone up till now, but I do still need to ask you, Tim, would you like to take the trade, or would you like to take the money?
I'll have the money, please.
Yeah, I thought you probably would. Tim, very well done.
Thank you very much.
You've been a great contestant. You've played a great game. You've answered lots of questions. And you leave with £2,350. Have you enjoyed yourself?
Very, very much so, thank you.
Good stuff. Well, enjoy the money. Maybe take some pictures and show us your snakes.
Oh, yes.
That'd be great fun. So there you go. Tim leaves with £2,350. The machine wasn't feeling very generous today. Certainly didn't want him to have its jackpot counter, did it? Join us next time when the fate of 4 more players will hang in the balance on Tipping Point. Goodbye.